All right, so while I'm waiting for my buyer to show up, I thought I'd give you a little update. I just closed on a house about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and let me tell you, it was one of the most challenging sales I have ever done. So I love working with first-time home buyers. That's my favorite thing to do. But this one was slightly different. It was a bank statement loan, and I have never, ever, ever done a bank statement loan. I've always done traditional loans, whether it's FHA or conventional. And with those loans, my typical closing period is 30 days, right? And I account for holidays and weekends and all of that. So I'm doing this loan, and it's the first time I've ever done it. And I got to give a shout out to Dream Team Home Loans with Security Home Mortgage out in Lehigh, James, Christina, Amber Lee. You guys were awesome. So if you need a home loan, make sure to reach out to me. I can connect you with them. But anyway, I had never done one of these, and let me tell you, when they dig through everything, they dig through every freaking thing. I ended up closing one day late. I buffered. I gave a 2-week buffer in this offer too because of this. Not because of this, but we had Thanksgiving coming up, and there were a few more things. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there were a few more things that I was like, let me give an additional week and a half to 2 weeks on this closing. So I did that, and we get to like the day before closing, and I am literally like shitting bricks, like, oh my god, this is going to be the first deal I ever had that fell through because of the date and blah 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 blah. Luckily the seller was understanding, and they gave us one more day. So I reached out to the seller's agent. You got to make sure you stay in contact with the seller's agent, and keep your buyer's agent updated if you're the buyer as well. Not saying that my buyer didn't keep me updated, but yeah, anyway, so I reached out. I asked for one more day, and luckily we made it to one more day. It was a Friday. Signing was in the afternoon, so everything was like rush, not hush hush, but rush. It was just crazy. But I am happy to say that with this deal, I learned a lot with bank statement loans. I'm talking like, when you think you can't give enough for a loan, they ask for more. When you think you're going to sign tomorrow, it's like crickets, and then they ask for more, and then you finally make it to signing. So yeah, I think that this is my buyer pulling up. Is this my buyer? No, that's not my buyer. But what is this guy doing? That's weird. Anyway, so I'm so happy I was able to help with a ton of savings. We were still able to close within the time frame that the seller was going to close in, because if it wasn't going to be done by the end of that week, they were going to pull off the market and just wait until the spring market. I was able to save my buyer a lot of money on this deal. Not saying the house was in bad condition. It's a beautiful house. Inspection passed. It appraised for more than what we offered on the house. I mean, my buyer got a steal with this house. But yeah, I'm so grateful for them, and I was so grateful for the opportunity to be able to help them, because had I not helped them, I would not have learned about bank statement loans. Is it something I would want to do again? By choice? No. Or rather, I shouldn't say that. I would say I would do it again, but I would prepare the buyer to say, hey, just know this isn't going to be your standard close within 30 days. It's going to be a little bit longer, and have every piece of document available. My buyer was great. She had everything. I mean, anything they asked for, it was provided immediately. Anything within her control, it was provided immediately. So thank you for that. But yeah, they asked for everything. Just think about that when you do a bank statement loan. It's great, and it also opens up opportunities for people who don't have traditional pay stubs, or don't pay taxes, or don't have taxes taken out, or if you don't have pay stubs or W-2s, it's great. But just know that they're going to dig into everything. I mean, like every money movement, 12 months of bank statements. They'll ask for an additional month sometimes if you're in the middle of the statement cycle and things. But yeah, oh okay, my buyer's coming, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, bye.